All right, gang. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, let's see who's checking in. Oh, we got Coin. Hey, Coin Intelligence. How are you? AWR. How are you? The Real Fire Demon. Hey, how are you? Flash in your pan. Hey, how are you? Hey, yeah, 8 o'clock, right? Coin and Card Hobbyist. How are you? And we got Digging 606. How are you? And Joe Butch. North Jersey Detector, how are you guys? Everything, I tell you what, wonderful day out there. It is warm here. I don't know about where you guys are, but wow, is it warm. And yeah, I guess we're going to go right to summer, not even have spring. Anyway, North Jersey Detector, hello, hello. And anyway, gang, has anybody got out yet so far this week metal detecting or anything? And I tell you what, last Sunday, it was just before it got good. Why, we were getting a little bit of rain, and we decided to call it a day. But we'll get more into that later. And, yes, thank you, 606. And we'll be showing a little bit about that a little bit later on. Let's see. I found a Benji half in a roll. Wow, 53S. Congrats, Coin T. That is wonderful. Hey, Amy, how are you? Oh, you went today. Did you find anything good? And I tell you what, starting to make plans for this weekend and kind of torn as far as where to go. But hopefully going tomorrow. Weather is supposed to be, I think the weather's supposed to be actually just slightly cooler, but still it should be nice out. I think we're supposed to be getting storms down here at North Jersey. And I think that's tonight. And then I'm pretty sure tomorrow is supposed to be halfway decent. But if you get out, good luck to you. 1344 mag casing Saturday. They're rather large. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, yeah. But anyway, and I don't know if you guys happen to frequent the flea markets or not, but I tell you what, we stopped at an estate sale that, oh boy, I tell you, and there will be more on that later too. But anyway, gang. We do got a lot of territory to cover tonight, and so yeah, sit back with your favorite beverage and a snack, and let's go. And on this live stream, we got more Canon Talk, believe it or not. Just when you think there couldn't be any more Canon Talk, there winds up being more Canon Talk. And weekend finds recap. Yes, I managed to pull out another ring, and nothing like Mike's. Mike's still has, oh my goodness. Have you seen Mounty Man? MA Lyman 24. Did you see his last video with his silver ring there? Oh, man, I tell you. But anyway, I found a poor guy's ring. And actually, this is number 2. You saw one in just yesterday's video that was posted. And then, of course, there's going to be another one in the next video. But this guy wasn't very good at hanging on the rings. Rivendell, how are you? And anyway, we also got the giveaway announcement. Of course, if you've seen the video from yesterday, yeah, there's a little more to it. And I'll probably go in a little bit more detail as far as the giveaway and basically that kind of stuff. Anyway, and we also have an insurance call. Yes, I actually spoke to the insurance company a little bit more in depth about whether or not your metal detector is covered if your car gets broken into and somebody swipes your metal detector. But if you should never really try to store it in your car anyway. I mean, it's one thing if you get swiped from going from point A to point B and you have to run into like the convenience store or something like that, but yet don't try to keep your metal detector in your car. But we'll get more into that later too. And we have a rather big mail call. And treasure. And we got about 4 different packages to open. She's got the better stuff. That's right. But anyway, gang. And then we got tonight's live stream giveaway. The mini giveaways that we normally do here. And right down there. And it's actually, you can't quite see it. Hey, Garrett, you can't really quite see it. And the one, I tell you what, the one is marked uncirculated 1961 Washington quarter. Well, it's at least silver. I kind of don't feel too confident going with what they have marked on there. I do not believe it's uncirculated, just by some of the markings on. But you know what? whoever wins it, you can decide. And the other coin down there is one of these coins that I almost am willing to pay somebody to take. I can't stand these. I really don't like these. Of all the things for me not to like, this is something I don't like. You think since it's trivial, I would like it, but I just can't get used to these. These Canadian, oh, I'm sorry, these after mint pressings. This one is Kennedy looking at Lincoln. And they did a whole series of these. They did one for Gettysburg. They did one for like the Apollo missions and so on and so forth. But I'm almost just putting these back in circulation so somebody else will find them, and yeah, I'm relieved of them. But anyway, so hey, I'm going to pawn one off on you guys tonight on the giveaway. So anyway, I don't even look at it. Here, take a look at the quarter. Look at the quarter for now. At least that's silver, you know. But anyway, gang. Hey, K. Watt, how are you? Jersh's metal detecting. How are you? B-Tector. Hey, yeah, there you are. Hey, who's your hillbilly? How are you? Jordan, how are you? And see, you guys are rolling right in. And don't worry, you haven't missed anything yet. And I thought I missed somebody else here. Wait a minute. No, I think I got everybody. If I didn't, just raise your hand. Anyway, gang. So that's basically what we got for tonight. And so anyway, we'll go ahead and get this thing started. And just want to say welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream in living color. Your place for a chat about history, coins, metal detecting, and if you watched last week's live stream, a drinking game. And just by, this is the only live stream on YouTube that you have the possibility of feeling on Wednesday morning. But anyway, welcome, and I tell you what, the last time on Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, we went over a 3-year-old article from a news source, NewJersey.com, and basically it was a Revolutionary War cannon unearthed in Gloucester County Park, and kind of raised some questions, whether or not, in the article they mentioned about it being returned after it was extracted and restored and whatnot. And this Gloucester County Park is basically Red Bank or Fort Mercer or National Park, New Jersey, however you want to know it by. And it's one of 2 forts that were across the river from one another here along the Delaware River. But anyway, basically at Fort Mercer, it was a battle between the militia and the Hessian soldiers on October 22nd of 1777. And you know what? Let's get some photographs up here. There it is in the ground. There it is out of the ground. And gang, there's the fragment, and here's a little illustration as far as what section of cannon this was. And basically, here at the Fort Mercer, there was a substantial loss of life on the side of the Hessians, and there's supposedly about 200 soldiers buried there, but I have not, as of yet, seen any kind of documentation about that. I don't doubt it. It seems most likely. But I'm not going to go too much into it here, only because if you haven't guessed at it yet, you know that you're going to see more of this in an upcoming video. But anyway, so we took a ride and got to see the fragment. And, when I first looked at this, there on top of the box, the fragment, I was like, wow, somebody could steal that. Well, believe it or not, that fragment weighs 580 pounds. And yeah, that's quite heavy. That is a heavy artifact. And but again, you'll see more of Fort Mercer and the cannon fragment in an upcoming video. But also too, I got something else going on. Something that I wasn't really planning on. This is kind of, so this is going to be really off the cuff, and but it's something that needs to be said. Franklin, at the time of the Revolution, and I really wasn't planning on going into the Revolutionary War. Not that I want to beat you guys in the head about it, but it's just what I've been kind of researching. So, yeah, you're kind of stuck with it. But anyway, I am about to torture the French language. Are you ready? The chevaux de frise. I don't know if you guys happen to know what that is. It's basically pointy things that were a defense mechanism during, well, we're going to talk about the Revolutionary War. Basically, they were sunk in the Delaware River, and basically, ships would run over them, and you destroy ships. And boy, has this gotten me to the thing. Anyway, this the ones in the Delaware River was planned by Benjamin Franklin, who was head of the chairman of the safety board, but originally designed by Robert Erskine, who basically he designed this anti-ship version. There was also the Chevaux de Frise in the Hudson River, at Fort Lee, between Fort Lee and Manhattan in the Hudson River, and also at West Point before the Great Chain was taken across there. So anyway, gang, and for a simple English translation of a chevaux de frise is basically long pole with pointy metal at the tip. So anyway, if you guys can see at the far, not this one, but the one over further, why basically they would be sunken in these little boxes that held rocks and whatnot, hold them down, and supposedly they were only about 4 feet beneath the low tide. So basically ships wouldn't see them, they'd run into them and whatnot. And there was also some, I don't know if you want to call it friendly fire or not, but some trading boats actually ran into them as well. But this actually kind of excites me because this actually may possibly be something that we could find. And what I'm kind of really curious about them is whether or not they could actually be found without getting wet. And the rest of that, I want to keep a secret for right now, but I got a pretty darn good lead on how that can be happening. But anyway, I think recently, the most recent one has been found right after Hurricane Sandy up by Bristol. And
no, not me.
No, not her. But anyway, so that's pretty much what Saturday was going on. Chevaux de frise. I don't know. If anybody knows French, just let me know if I'm really torturing it horribly. I kind of like pointy sticks with iron bits at the end, you know, something like that. Anyway, Yorkshire, how are you? Let's see who I missed. Escarpment, how are you? And there's Mike. How are you, Mike? And Mike Wolf. And Lincoln, how are you? Anyway, gang. So Saturday, we did not waste our time. We made very good use of going to National Park, New Jersey, and they're at Fort Mercer. Digging Charleston, how are you? Thank you. And I tell you what, it was rather exciting. But anyway, on the way to Red Bank, there at Fort Mercer or National Park, New Jersey, we stopped at an estate sale, and I picked up a pristine copy of an Ella Fitzgerald album. Oh my goodness! And a soldering iron. I need to work on my my stuff for rust. Oh my goodness, the word is escaping me. And electrolysis. Whew, wow. Anyway, and so I picked up a soldering iron, which I conveniently a little bit later on found one in the garage, and then a creepy doll for Sandy. And while looking at the clothing, I happened to say the thing that a person should never say at an estate sale of a 97-year-old man. And that's, hey, I got the same tie. But anyway, I would like to think he was a very hip 97-year-old, and not that my wardrobe is that far out of date. Well, it could be retro It's just really retro. But anyway, but so that was pretty interesting. Anyway, it was a pretty good sale. But anyway, and you know something else? This excursion, besides what we spent at the estate sale, cost exactly $12. Okay. Now, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a history outing. You know, a packed lunch, a free museum makes for a good outing. And my treasure, she made our version of MREs. Are you ready? Are you ready to see this? Here, this is going to be the food, the food segment here on Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. And this is my mouse. There. Anyway, bag salad. Yes, that's right, bag salad. And basically mixed it there in the bag, ate it out of the bag. A very healthy MRE. You know, the military armories will basically sodium you to death, and these are actually quite healthy. And basically, it's always easier on the budget if you pack your stuff when you go. But anyway. Well, there is a charge. He has to not borrow. He can, Yorkshire, he can rent my suit. Yes. But anyway, gang, so yeah, basically, this got me really to thinking as far as, doing history on a budget. And, thank God the museum there at Red Bank or National Park, New Jersey or whatever, didn't have a gift shop because, we're suckers for books and coffee mugs, And by the way, Valley Forge, that's free too. And one bad thing, only bad thing, I guess. I'm not really bad-mouthing. It's not criticism. It's just the gift shop there at Valley Forge was kind of the prices were a tad inflated, and I thought the selection of books was kind of limited. But by no means this is a complaint. No complaint. It's just an observation. But anyway, like I said, you don't have to spend a ton of money to treasure hunt or visit historical places or whatnot. And you know what? That would make for an interesting video. Basically, treasure hunting on a budget or historic places and museums on a budget. I can remember about a decade ago, there was a guy who made millions of dollars on a book. I'm trying to remember what it was called. Oh, it was The Cheap Guide to New York City. And yes, I had to censor myself, but that was a real live title. And that was a wonderful book. I hope it's still in print or if there's like a newer version or whatnot. But that was a handy guide to New York City, which, if you've been there, it will suck you dry as far as your wallet goes. And basically, this guy had lists of events and things you can do and concerts and everything that could be was either free or was donation based or whatnot. Even cheap places to eat, which I tell you what, in New York, it's not easy to do. And I can remember back, oh goodness, probably about 20 years ago, you could get Chinese food on Mott Street in New York for probably $5 for a dinner. And I tell you what, back then, well, it's Chinese food. You were hungry in an hour anyway. But anyway, gang, I just want to tell you I am greatly humbled and gratified by you, the subscribers, that we've made it over the 1,000 subscriber plateau. Yes, thank you guys oh so much. And some of you are already aware we are having a Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium extravaganza spectacular and subscriber appreciation giveaway on Tuesday, May 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So go ahead and mark it on your calendars. Set your reminders, May 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there will be 6 winners that night. Yes, that's right, 6. There will be a silver round, a large cent, an extra fine barber dime, a book or two and more, and maybe even some of the stuff I actually dug will wander its way into the giveaway. So, and you know, it's just a shame to have this much fun with history and keep it a secret. And also, too, gang, Rosie will be picking the winner, so you guys know what to do. Be nice to Rosie. And one more thing. During the giveaway, if you can only win once. So, the community, you guys being what you are, wonderful folks you are, why, if Rosie should happen to pick you twice, the option becomes yours. You must share that additional prize with somebody else in the chat and pass it on. That's right. You're just going to freely say, hey, you know what? Give this to whoever in the chat because you like them, you like their name or whatever, or you think they smell good. Whatever the case may be, you just have to give that second prize away. And it's going to be a fun night. Anyway, gang, May the 29th, 7 p.m., and it's just my way of saying thanks. And again, I am most gratified, and thank you, everyone, for getting us over that plateau. Anyway, hey, John, how are you? And I'm going to just kind of scroll back through the chat and see what we kind of lost. And hey, Wild Man, how are you? Cleaning out my beard, getting ready. All right. Hey, DDD, there you are. How's everything in Delaware? And ending e-text with Kevin. Kevin, how are you? And
yeah, sucking up the Rosie don't work, Hoosier.
Yes, it does too.
No.
You know, I think it does. Just ask Ben. Ben should. I don't even know if Ben's on yet. I keep scrolling back. Yeah. Hey, Gull, how are you? And Escar. Oh yeah, I said hello to you. And SJ. Welcome, one and all. And hey, you just pull up a chair and hang on tight. Not that we're going to fly anywhere, but anyway. Whoa, Mott Street. The one end of it, Lou. Yes. The other end, you know. But oh boy, I tell you, we had such a great time on Mott Street. Oh my goodness. Probably about 2 years ago. We walked the entire thing, and I tell you, some of it hasn't changed, thank goodness, and of course some of it has. But I tell you, we had great fun that day. Hey, Dog is my co-pilot. How are you? And anyway, I tried to slam the like button twice. Yeah, only once. And hey, Chuck, thank you so much. Yes. And anyway, gang. So yeah, do be alert. Stay tuned. Mark it on your calendars. Don't miss it. And yeah, May 29th. Yeah, I'm sorry, Yorkshire. Yes, cats do seem to disappear. And anyway, gang, we're just trying to get down here. Hey, if I missed anything, just shout it out again. And hey, Lenny, how are you? That's okay. You haven't missed anything. You can always go back and watch. And oh, that's right. Hey, look, did you do your lemon yet? I've been trying. I think the day before yesterday, I kind of looked and I haven't noticed. But don't you forget. And oh, last night, was it last night? Mantic. Last night, the Mantics, they did their lemons. I tell you what, Mrs. Mantic, she seemed like she was a pro at it. I was surprised, but anyway, gang. All right. Well, anyway, so yes, stay tuned for that, and we're gonna go back and talk more about this past weekend. And oh, Sunday was not quite a train wreck. It just went in so many different directions that I don't know. It just didn't go as planned, and threw off the entire day. But anyway, There was a site I have been planning to get to since January. Yes, that's right, since January. And I thought, you know what, it would be a wonderful site. It's along the coast. It's in, it's you got this waterfront and beach, and the beach is littered with colonial artifacts. And I thought, wow, this would be a great place to call Liz from. And anyway, I mean, last time we were there, we only basically surface hunted and we found colonial pipe bits, and of course, and you see the ceramics. And once you see that kind of stuff on a beach at that, your imagination just goes wild as far as what you can find with a metal detector in the same area. So yes, I have been just I've been dreaming about this place as far as wanting to get back when weather, time, and tide aligned, and Sunday was it. I mean Sunday. The weather wasn't so great, but yet the tide was just right, and oh my goodness. So anyway, we got there. And I was planning to call Liz right from the there at the beach, and I tell you what, I mean, I was more than excited about it. But I would pull up into a parking spot, and basically just kind of, I was tuning in Liz to see what time it was, see if she was taking calls or not, and just so I was kind of getting ready and the feel for, what was going on. And I happened to look over at the access area to get onto the beach, and I see some ropes and a sign. What is that, And here, basically in a nutshell, the beach was closed. Oh, no! Oh boy, I tell you what. Now, one thing I do not like to do, I never like to promise and underdeliver. And I told Liz beforehand I was going to call in. And, it's kind of going to be the trend now. When I call in, I want to have something, something to look at. Oh, no. Yeah, beach closed. And basically, in a nutshell, birds closed the beach. I don't know. This is New Jersey. Anyway, so basically got back in the car, and I was racing through my head as far as where we could go and where we could go to call in. And so I thought, you know what, we're going to head back to the spot we were at last weekend where the rail came out. And on the way, I knew of a spot where they had recently dug new fire breaks. And the fire breaks cut through a nice colonial spot, and there should have been, and there was, nice ceramics just laying there right on top. Bricks, shell, earthenware, you name it, glass. There was all kinds of good stuff just laying there. So yeah, we did still manage to call Liz on Digging Canuck, Coffee with Liz. And I don't know if Liz isn't on, is she? She had the idea of having a segment called Where's Reiser? I think I don't know, she said it or 606 said it. It's all kind of a blur from that morning. But anyway, I like it. And if Liz is okay with it, then yeah, maybe we can do something like that. But anyway, gang, if you haven't checked out Liz's channel, Digging Canucks live stream, check it out. It's always a good time. And basically, she has one on Sunday live stream on Sunday morning, and she has one on Thursday evening. And I tell you, it's always. And by the way, General Mills owes her a kickback because one live stream she had her snack, and her snack was bugles. And since I bought a bag, why I figure it's all right of the General Mills company to after all, she advertised their product on her channel. So anyway, gang, Digging Canuck, do give her a look at. But anyway, oh, wait a minute, too. We got some other news. And it involves this guy. That guy. And you may know him as, well, some people call him Mally Man. But it's M.A. Lyman 24. And he will be on Digging with Seven show, Relics Radio on Spreaker, Thursday, May 24th at 7 p.m. And I tell you what, I am more excited than anything to tune into that. And it should be a very good time. After all, when a guy is having this much fun metal detecting, it just becomes contagious. So do be sure to check that out. And again, it's May 24th on Spreaker, Digging with 7, Relics Radio. So anyway, gang, do check that out. Mike is always a good time, I tell you. Anyway, gang, we'll just take a quick check back. He is... Mike, you know what? That is my favorite picture of you. Product placement. Yes, that's right. You know, when it worked. You know, I was in a little convenience store for lunch, or it was more like a snack. And there was the bugles. Liz had those bugles. So, yeah, we decided to go ahead and...
MC is on.
Dinosaur! MC, how are you? Yeah, that's my digging buddy there. And, all right, yeah, love the screen name, man. Anyway. How many shots we on so far? You know, I lost count. I try not to keep track. But anyway, gang.
Sub for sub. Everybody's trying to get subs tonight.
Sub for sub, I'm being told. All right. Anyway. So, last live stream, I think it was the last one. No, it might be the one before. We talked briefly about whether or not your metal detector would be covered if stolen from your car. And, you know what, before we dive into this, here is probably the only coin that was picked out on Sunday. And it's an 1884 Indian cent.
This is on.
And I tell you what, yeah, we kind of got a little bit rained out there, and but there's still stuff there to be found. But that was probably the best, unfortunately, the best find of that day. But still can't wait to get back. And there's the poor man's ring, much skinnier and narrower than the other one. It's only copper. And I'm surprised it actually has survived in the ground, because yeah, it's very thin. And a little bit of a ceramic, and it got stuff with a little bit of color. Anyway, gang, I almost forgot about this stuff, and yeah, good thing I did. But anyway, gang. So anyway, getting back to metal detector in your car. All right, let's say don't store it in your car. Let me just say that right away, especially in summer heat. Do not store your metal detector in summer heat. Why? Because inside your car it gets extremely hot, and there is still soldered components inside your metal detector, and you don't want those to melt. And for you guys who might have Buicks out there, the soldered components that runs like your radio actually will melt after a time. Not easy to fix either, because they're inside your dash. But anyway, don't store them in your car. But if your metal detector should happen to get stolen, why, from your car, as like you're running to a convenience store or something like that. But here's the answer. You ready? And we are going so far off base for this, because what reminded me of to call my insurance company was this article. And this article barely has anything to do with metal detecting or treasure hunting, although it did raise several questions. And if you guys are ready, here we go. Hawaii. Volcano could blow its top soon. Hurl rocks and ash. By the way, if you stick anything to read in front of me, I'm a compulsive reader. I read stuff. Anyway, Hawaii volcano is threatening to blow its top in coming days or weeks after sputtering lava for a week, forcing about 2,000 people to evacuate, destroying 24 homes, and threatening a geothermal plant. Experts fear Kilauea volcano on the Big Island. It could send ash and boulders the size of refrigerators miles into the air. But scientists say an eruptive explosion would not be deadly if people stay out of closed areas of a national park around the volcano. It goes up, it will come down, said Charles Mandevine, volcano hazards coordinator for the U.S. Geological Survey. You don't want to be underneath anything that weighs 10 tons when it's coming out at 120 miles per hour. The added threat could ground planes at one of the island's 2 major airports and posed other dangers. The volcano park closed indefinitely Thursday night because of the risks. We know the volcano is capable of doing this, Mandeville said, citing similar explosions at Kilauea in 1925, 1790, and 4 other times over the last few thousand years. We know it is a distinct possibility. Okay, yeah, sure, right. He would not estimate the likelihood of such an explosion, but said internal volcanic conditions are changing in a way that could lead to a blast in about a week, though a volcano's internal plumbing could still prevent an explosion. If an explosive eruption happens, a summit blast could also release steam and sulfur dioxide gas. Kilauea has destroyed 36 structures, including 26 homes, since May 3rd, when it began releasing lava from vents about 25 miles east of the summit crater. 15 vents are now spread through the Leilani Estates and Lani Puna Garden neighborhoods. Hawaii Governor David Ika, a Democrat, which I guess that's important to know whether he's a Republican or Democrat, said crews at a geothermal energy plant near the lava outbreak accelerated the removal of stored flammable fuel as a precaution. The Puna Geothermal Venture plant had about 50,000 gallons of pentane, flammable gas. It was removed early Thursday. All right, are you ready for this? And by the way, if any of you guys haven't seen the automobile that was destroyed by the lava, just basically eaten, swallowed by the lava, do check that video out. That's what initially got me thinking about calling the insurance company again. Anyway, and also it kind of got me wondering whether or not the insurance company would cover that car being swallowed by lava. But we'll get to that in a bit. Anyway, Barbara... Well, I guess I have to shorten her name. Barbara L., even though she is quoted. Barbara L., who lives within a mile of the plant, said she would have thought twice about buying her property if she had known the risks. Barbara, you're on an island with a volcano! Anyway, this is quotes, by the way, why did they let us buy residential property knowing it was a dangerous situation? Barbara, nobody stuck a gun to your head and said buy property on a volcano. Anyway, why did they let people build all around it, she asked. Barbara, that thing down there oozing out lava, that is dangerous. Anyway, they also, this reporter, I don't know, maybe he was desperate to find people to interview. But here's the next one. Are you ready? And I love the name. Actually, love is in the name. The name is Avani Love, age 29. So if you guys haven't guessed yet, with a name like that, you know what her parents' age bracket is. And anyway, Avani Love, 29, moved to the island about a month ago from Maui with her 4 children. They evacuated their home May 3rd and found out it was destroyed when a relative went back to get her personal belongings. While saying she's sad to have lost her home, she also feels a sense of renewal brought on by Pele, the Hawaiian volcano goddess, to correct overpopulation of the island. Avani likes salad too, not the kind you eat. Anyway, everyone comes here, she said. When you have that, it's Pele's way of clearing house and restoring the place. There's beauty and also darkness. Do not go to a party that Avani is hosting. Anyway, no one lives in the immediate area of the summit. Communities about 2 miles away could be showered by pea-sized rock fragments or dusted with non-toxic ash, said Tina Neal, scientist in charge at the Hawaii Volcano Observatory. What could happen is not an eruption of volcanic gases, but mostly trapped steam from flash-heated groundwater released, kind of like in a kitchen pressure cooker with rocks, said volcanologist Janine Krippner of Concord University in West Virginia. West Virginia is known for the volcanoes, and she should be an expert from that college. The problem is the lava lake at the summit of Kilauea is draining fast, about 6.5 feet per hour, Mandeville said. In little more than a week, the top of the lava lake has gone from spilling over the crater to almost 970 feet below the surface as of Thursday morning, Mandeville said. The lava levels in the lake are dropping because lava is spewing out of cracks elsewhere in the mountain, lowering the pressure that filled the lava lake. This is a huge change. There is 3 football fields going down, Mandeville said. The fear is that it will go below the underground water table, another 1,000 feet. And basically that would trigger a chain of events that would lead to a very violent steam explosion, Mandeville said. At the current rate of change, that is about 6 or 7 days away. And by the way, this article was written on Fridays, and today's Tuesday. That's 5 days, so look out. Anyway, gang, it goes on to say, once the lava drops, rocks that have been superheated could fall into the lava tube and doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, and then explodes, and basically a similar explosion in 1924 hurled pulverized rock ash steam as high as 5.4 miles into the sky for several weeks. And if another blast happens, the danger zone could extend about 3 miles. Bye, Barbara! From the summit to land, that all falls within National Park, Mandeville said. 3 miles. By the way, keep that in mind. 3 miles, okay? The small, aptly named town of Volcano, Hawaii, which is probably Barbara's town. She probably moved to a town named Volcano. It's like moving to Kansas and going to, I live in Tornado, Kansas. I don't know. And then you go say, well, there's tornadoes here? Anyway, Volcano, Hawaii, population 2,500, is about 3 miles from the summit. Hence the name, Volcano. Anyway, all right, here we go. This is why we made it all the way through here. Barbara was highly entertaining. So was Avani. And then we have this. Talk about somebody who is a CYA. That's right. Cover your derriere. Janet Coney, office manager of the Kilauea Lodge and Inn, said officials told her lodge employees probably won't have to worry about rocks raining down on them, but might experience falling ash. CYA, folks. That's right. See, you nothing to worry here. Come to work. Anyway, gang. So through all this, got me to thinking. And by the way, if anybody has metal detected Hawaii, please get in touch with me, because there's a couple things I want to know. I really want to know if the sand on the beaches, or actually if you have a lot of like black sand, not from lava, I'm in regards to like metallic sand. But anyway, got me to thinking about insurance, and hence I gave my insurance company a call. They reassured me homeowners or renters insurance would cover your detector if it's housed temporarily in your car, in your vehicle, and it gets stolen. Basically, it cannot be permanently housed in your car. While on the phone, good old Josh from the insurance company, it's like, Josh, I do have a question. And he goes, yes. He says, let's say my car's in Hawaii and lava eats it. and makes it go bye-bye. It says, is my automobile covered? And Josh started to answer me seriously, and then he stopped. He's like, well, yes, he says it's not exactly on the policy, but once Hawaii makes a state of emergency, why they will do a rider. And then he stops. And then he says, Mr. Reiser, you're from New Jersey. And then I always had an answer for you, but gang, if you have to, any viewers, a subscriber happens to be from Hawaii and your car gets eaten by lava, I'm sorry, I don't have an answer for you whether your automobile is covered or or if it gets eaten. But I almost. But anyway, gang, that is that news article. Like I say, I'm a compulsive reader, and sometimes, once was a reporter. Sometimes, why? If I happen to catch something out of the corner of my eye that raises more questions than answer, that article did not do its job. And not so much that that one did that. It was more the people he chose to interview, like poor Barbara and Ivani. But anyway, gang, these folks are out there. So, anyway, gang, I should probably go back and, check. Lock the car, Tim. Always lock the car.
I have something I want to say.
Yes.
Dirty Dog Diggers says she has 17 more t-shirts to reach her goal of 50. And thanks to all that have donated to hashtag All for the Paws SPCA, go buy the shirts. Get rid of her shirts so she can hit her goal.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Help out Dirty Dog Diggers. Digging Charleston. Loving my new AT Pro. Yes, sir. That is a fine, fine machine. That's my go-to machine. And guzzle, guzzle shots. But, the detector's not worth my deductible. When you live in a car. Dante's Peak, that was a good movie. Actually, that actually brings back, remember the vehicle he was driving all through that movie? That would make a great treasure hunting vehicle. Boy, and it's got the snorkel, you could go anywhere. And Venus-Jupiter cycle is causing the grand solar minimum. Don't know what that is, but of course you know, the sun will not set without me finding out. And oh my goodness, are you guys talking about the? You guys are talking about the lemon challenge. Why? If you guys haven't seen who we challenged for the Lemons for Leukemia, do please go check out their channels and subscribe. And of course, you know, there you got Yorkshire. You know that guy, and he's across the pond. Or am I across the pond? I guess it depends on your perspective. And great metal detecting channel. He always messes with Ben, so I can't help like him. And then over, we have Rivendell Coins, and he did his lemon challenge as well, Lemons for Leukemia. And do give those channels a look at, subscribe, and whatnot. And you guys probably catch them on here. And great bunch of guys. But anyway. Wrong back. Hey, there's Liz. Liz, I take your ears must have been burning. I was talking about you a little while ago. Hopefully you were around for that. And I tell you, that hunt did look like fun. Hawaii would be a big black rock, says Lenny. You know what, Lenny, the idea has also occurred to me that, you know what, Hawaii makes its own real estate. You know, back in the day, Will Rogers says, you know, buy real estate. They don't make the stuff anymore. Hawaii does. You know, you can wake up the next morning and have a whole brand new acre of waterfront property. You should make a Discord server for your channel. I have one to give updates and events. Don't know what that is, but I will find out. And let's see what else we got. Ivani is probably upset her girl was destroyed. I don't know. She sounded interesting. Hey, there's Mrs. Mantic. How are you? You handled that lemon like a pro. I was surprised. I thought there'd be it was Mr. Mantic. Barbara was, Barbara was absent on brain distribution day. Yeah, it seems so. You know what? I used to have waterfront. Well, I wasn't really. I had a condo on the waterfront, and it's the same kind of mentality. You know, you can't have waterfront property, you know, oceanside, and not be conscious of every now and again a storm happens. You know, it's what it is. That or the summer tourist. I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword. But anyway, gang. Act of God, I would say yes. Yeah, and. Anyway, gang, we are just rolling right along. Coin Finder, how are you? I'm sorry if I missed anybody, but I'm trying to catch up real quick because we still got stuff to go. And you know what? This week I thought about giving Josh a call back at the insurance company just for anything. I thought, you know what? Now that we're on this roll of craziness, let's just keep it going. And at my desk blotter at work, I've been kind of writing the craziest questions you could ever possibly ask an insurance guy. And so we're going to keep going. I'm hoping, you know, I tried my best to let me record his response to those questions, and he'd rather not, he said. But I'm working on them, because if I can get like a call or two into him while I'm asking these crazy questions, we'll try to record one. And see what I wonder if I could even get him onto the live stream. That would be some fun. But anyway, gang. Oh, we're talking about dinner. Oh, we already ate, thank goodness. Meat packet.
At least I said pocket and not packet.
I like packet better. It's actually more descriptive. Yeah, it's not a meat pocket. You know, it's not something. It's a packet. Oh, anyway, gang. So moving right along, and I'm sorry if anybody's going to have nightmares about lava now, but you know, the crazy stuff we happen to think about around here. I'm still waiting for Yellowstone to blow up. That was supposed to blow up like eons ago, and that hasn't happened yet. And you know, I guess Yellowstone could put us into nuclear winter and all that good stuff. And I think we started talking about that on the Mantic show probably about a month ago now. And yeah, it just hasn't happened yet. And anyway, gang. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get on with the mail call. And this is actually going to be our treasure segment of the show. And because we did receive treasure. And I'm going to go ahead and let my treasure, Mrs. Reiser, go first. Springing it onto her. And
really?
She actually got, I guess you can say she got more mail call than I did. I got the better mail call.
No, they like me better.
Yeah, probably.
I don't get them drunk.
Anyway, gang, so she's going to go ahead and show you her mail call.
No, Charlie's going to show you my mail call.
All right, I guess I am. From M.A. Lyman, 24. And that guy. So anyway, Mike said, hey, whoever downs their lemon first, he was going to send 2 copper rounds. And darn if he didn't, and I didn't win. She cheated. I think she cheated. I think she was rehearsing. I think she was eating lemons all week, practicing.
No.
But anyway, she received 2 copper rounds from M.A. Lyman. She won the race of who can down a lemon. And if you guys couldn't tell, yes, there is difficulty speaking after eating a lemon. And yeah, I just couldn't quite make it fast enough. But he also sent a sticker. If you haven't gotten your M.A. Lyman Mallet Man sticker, do please get. Oh, by the way, Amy, I'm almost through the live stream. You were live streaming while we were on our way back from the battlefield. And daughter, granddaughter, I'm sorry, it escapes me at the moment. Yes, she is right. It's Mally Man. It's not Emily Lyman. It's Mally Man. Anyway, Mike, thank you so much. And I think Sandy did respond to you. And
yes, thank you, Mike.
anyway, gang. So what else did you receive? Oh, that's right. If you guys haven't caught it yet, or he's probably planning something up. He's got something up his sleeve as we speak. Rivendell Coins held a live stream, and my treasure actually guessed what number he had for his giveaway.
And that was actually the first giveaway I ever won.
And she's got Delaware State Quarter and centavos and I think it's a Canadian dollar from first glance. Yes. And a Canadian quarter and 5 francs and a Peruvian coin. And many, many thanks to Rivendell.
Thank you, Rivendell.
Here's your coin.
Thank you.
Anyway, gang. So, now we go on to more important stuff. Anyway, gang. Ow! And first, we have a mail call from Digging 606. He sent me and the missus some of Digging 606 stickers and a very, very, very nice letter. And I do appreciate it greatly. And, you know, anytime what you do or do beyond your normal means and somebody compliments it on you, why, it just kind of validates, you know, your whole reason behind doing what you do. And if somebody appreciates, you know, the streams and the videos, and they say so, hey, you know what? I am more than gratified, and I thank you so much for saying so. But
and congrats on your 300 subscribers.
Yes, sir. Many, many congrats. You will get up there, and I see you guys are subscribing to one another. Yes, do please support your brethren and sistern diggers and collectors and history buffs. Do support one another, subscribe to one another, because you just don't know that one day they post something that you don't know, or something you can learn about, or a technique for metal detecting. You will be a changed person. Anyway, gang. So I said in last live stream that I was watching the Ken Peavy show, and that guy, you know, what a snappy dresser. Anyway, if you haven't caught Ken Peavy show, do please give his channel a look at. And usually he has a show on Wednesdays. It's like a mini show. It's the week show. Well, there it is. It's the Wednesday weeks. And he also has the big show on Sundays. And basically they are viewer-based giveaways. And you can send either coins or cash or whatever, and then they do a giveaway. And I still had this great idea. Hopefully Ken's not watching. Ken's probably not watching. He doesn't watch my channel. But hopefully he's not watching. I want to send him some Zinkins. And put them in like nice holders and everything. And put the date. And send them to Ken for the giveaway. I want to send 2 packages. I want to send one, you know, to arrive the first day. Be the Zinkins, you know. And not tell him it's a joke. Just to have him open it. And Ken, you know, Mr. Mantic had it right. He's kind of a little sour. But he has a great dry sense of humor. So hopefully before he has a chance to get a hold of me, he'll get the second package that would actually have the real live coins for the giveaway. And then just kind of go, ha ha ha, just kidding. Anyway, guys, he has sent me, I'm back, yeah, it sent me, as soon as I find a spot. So we won the big show 2 Sundays ago. And this past Sunday I fell asleep. I couldn't stay awake any longer, so I don't know who won. Hey, if anybody knows who won the big show, do please put it in the chat. Anyway, there's a new app for coins called LookZ. Start again. LOOKZEE. And he sent me one of their stickers for that, and also a LookZ. I think you guys could see it. A LookZ T-shirt. And I never knew Ken to be an optimist. This is a large. And LookZ T-shirt. And gang, we'll go ahead and take a look at some of these coins. And as if I can get them out. By the way, I do love Ken's sense of humor. It's very dry. It's kind of sour. And if you were just to tune into Ken and not realize he was joking, you could probably take it the wrong way. But anyway, he says, congratulations on winning the big show. There's not much fanfare after the show. You get a package in the mail. That is all. May the coins find a loving home. Feed them, keep them warm. They should give you years of love and companionship. KP. That's Ken. Anyway, gang. So I'm going to try and do this, because now I got it all in my hand. Here's my bag of wheats. Basically, also, too, with the big show, for every like he gets, he gives you a wheat set. And this happens to be the bag of wheats. And we'll put these right down there. And then we have the coins from the, more coins from the big show. And, ha! I've got my own copper round. Ha! Mrs. Reiser.
Two.
Oh, she's got two. All right, copper round. And 67 half, 40%er, and a 65. And some of these I'm just going to read off to you. 68. And once we get to the better coin, oh, you're going to see them. Also got a large cent. I'll put that underneath the scope so you guys can see it. Oh, you can't see it. Ken's in the way. All right, large cent in very nice condition. 1851. And got a Trime, 1865. Now, guys, I have only found 2 Trimes in my life with a metal detector, and I thought about collecting them, for coin's sake, not dud ones, just collecting them. And I went for a spell there where I could never find one. Now they're coming out of the woodwork. I can't. Now I have to put the brakes on. I got this one. I just recently got another one, and then I have 2 with the same date, and they're pretty close in condition. I do believe one of them is going to go into the giveaway on the 29th. It probably won't be this one though. This one I want to keep. This one's kind of like a little sentimental now because it came from Ken, and the seated dime, 1876. Ken, there's poo in the coin. Anyway. And I'm just going to kind of quickly show you guys the better stuff. And here's a barber half. And also in here, there's a bunch of other stuff. And again, I just don't want to. I know Flash in Your Pan, he's going to be coming on soon, and I just don't want to keep on going on. But yeah, there's a Standing Liberty quarter and more halves and a. Oh, I will show this one. A very nice, a very nice Canadian dollar. Put that into there. Why is this Bahama Islands? It was a Canadian dollar. Maybe it's not. I'm sorry. 1966. Anyway, gang. So that's the majority of the stuff from Ken's show. If and again, I'll put him back up there. You can find him under Ken PV. There he is. So do give his channel a look at. It's a wonderful time, great time in chat, and it's a good time. And you can win stuff. And anyway. So anyway, gang, that there is the mail call. And I'm trying to think of what else I am forgetting. And giveaway. You guys want to do a giveaway, I bet. And again, tonight's giveaway is actually brought to you by somebody. Tonight's giveaway is brought to you by George Washington's Instant Coffee with added dextrins, maltose, and dextrose. I picked that up at the estate sale. I thought it was wonderful. George Washington. It was kind of related. But anyway, gang, this is instant coffee. Okay, not wonderful, but with added dextrins, maltose, and dextrose. 3 things which you never want in your coffee. And I don't know. I thought it was neat. It's going to be on my desk forever, just because it has G. Washington on it. Actually, today I took the lid off the can. I don't know why. I took the lid off the can, then kind of was seeing the inside still smelled like coffee. That was a bad idea. Don't try and smell 60-year-old coffee in a can. That was already chemically, yeah. Anyway. All right, gang. So we're going to move on to the giveaway. Giveaway time, and we've got the 1961 silver quarter, and on the jacket it says it's uncirculated, and not that I really have I didn't put that on there. Not that I have my doubts, but again, I'll let you guys decide. Is it an extremely nice condition quarter? Yes, it is. By all means, it is. Some of the dirt you see on it is actually on the thing, but yeah, it's actually in decent shape, and it's more than decent. It's actually in real good shape. I just don't know if I go ahead and say it was uncirculated or not. But this was part of that box lot of coins I had picked up. And that guy, he was an optimist. Yeah. So, but anyway, so got that. And also, too, have the Lincoln penny. Kennedy looking at Lincoln. Kennedy was much shorter of a man. No, but yeah, these were pressed after mint. The mint did not do this. But, and again, I can't stand these. I'm glad I'm pawning them off to you guys. Anyway, gang, so that is the giveaway for tonight. And so you got your 1961, not quite uncirculated quarter, and your Lincoln cent with Kennedy looking up his nose. And so we're going to go ahead and we are going to pull up Rosie. And we're going to let Rosie, the good old gal that she is, go ahead and pull up a winner. So anyway, if you guys are ready, here we go. We are going to give this a shot. All right, gang, you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang. Hey, there you go. Metal detecting Yorkshire. Congratulations. And you won yourself a 1961 silver Washington quarter and a portrait of Kennedy looking up Lincoln's nose. And we'll send me. Oh, you know what? I may have your address. If not, you know what? Go ahead and send me a PM anyway, and we'll get those out to you. Anyway, gang. So anyway, what we got going on, don't forget Reiser's Treasure Hunting Extravaganza Spectacular, May 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Winner school or at least 6, there may be more. The more I think about it, the more winners I find. But basically that's one winner for every 10 minutes. And it should be a very, very fun night. And especially if you guys decide to start just donating your prizes to other people. Especially if you get picked twice. If you get picked twice, you have to. But anyway, gang. Also, too, don't forget to catch M.A. Lyman 24 on May the 24th. And May the 24th, he'll be on Spreaker with Digging with 7 at 7 p.m. So don't miss that. And also, too, Thursday, Digging Canuck, Liz, off the cuff, is at 7:30, I believe. She's still here. Hopefully she'll correct me if I'm wrong. And also, too, don't forget Liz's other live stream, Coffee with Liz, on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Digging Canuck. Anyway, gang, that is all we got for tonight. And I'm going to go back a little bit and make sure I didn't miss anything with the chat. And I'm glad that you guys are subbing to one another. It's just wonderful that you guys are supporting one another. And well, Yorkshire, he's sweet, talks Rosie. He sends her flowers, sends her candy. You just don't know what this guy does. And hey, Alp Slayer, how are you? I missed you coming in. Hey, Gary. And what's up with this guy? I don't know, Lou. You know, Lou, they did say storms were coming in this evening. I don't know about you, Lou, but down here it is quite hot and humid today. It's more so humid now than earlier. Hey, Ken, glad to see you come in. You just missed it. Anytime I start talking about people, they appear. I tell you what, I'm still trying to make contact with Houdini. But anyway, gang.
I'll be shocked he shows up in our live stream.
Don't want to give Charlie any bad ideas. Rivendell. Now I've got to. Next up, George Washington Coffee Challenge.
That's the bad idea.
It just may be coming. You know, who can drink the world's worst coffee? That's it. You know what? We should send Liz. You know, when she does the coffee in the morning. You know, we initially thought of sending her some horrible snacks. You know, and I couldn't just bring myself to do it. Visit the local Chinese supermarket who makes the little fish snacks. We thought we would send those to Liz. No, we can't do that. But maybe we can send her some horrendous coffee. Maybe we can send her some Sanka.
MRE coffee.
MRE. That's a wonderful idea. Liz, we will send you some
Liz.
MRE coffee. And you get to kind of give your evaluation of how that MRE coffee tastes. Some guys actually like it. There's a fellow on the YouTube. What's his name again?
Steve 1989.
Steve 1989 MRE. He does reviews on MREs. If you guys haven't caught him, do give his channel a look at. I wish I had something to show for you on here. But he even eats MREs made back from World War II. But, yeah, I tell you. But again, he will evaluate these different MREs and, anyway. All right, gang. Well, wait, there's Michael Deeks. Hey, how are you? I didn't see you pop in. Welcome, 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 even though we are about to sign off. No. Anyway, gang.
Hang on.
Not going anywhere yet.
M.A. Lyman says, we'll be live this Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the silver giveaway for Dump Site Digger Sub Reiser.
All right.
Make sure you tune into Mallyman.
I think I've seen... Hey, Ken, how are you? And I think I've seen the MRE guy. Anyway, gang, well, that is all we got for tonight. I just want to tell you thanks, everybody, for stopping by. And we'll be back here again next Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, right here. Tuesdays, 7 p.m. And again, gang, don't forget, the 29th. Don't miss that live stream. Anyway, gang, have a good night. That is all.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Mike will also be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. to cut off Rick's hair. You don't want to miss that.
Oh, wait a minute. That needs repeating. Go ahead and repeat that again.
Mallyman, Mike, Mallyman24, whatever you want to call him. Mallyman. He will be live tomorrow night at 6 p.m. to cut off Rick Wildman's hair.
We will be marking that down on the calendar as we speak.
We will be there.
Yes, that's right. All right, gang. That is all. Have a good night. And remember, get out there and find your treasure. Have a good night.